If you're an occupational therapy clinic and you're struggling to get new patients to come into your practice, I'm going to share with you three marketing strategies that's helping me that might be able to help you. My name is Huang. I'm an occupational therapist and certified hand therapist. And over 10 years ago, I started my therapy clinic. And then over 5 years ago, I started Hand Therapy Secrets, helping OTs to develop their clinical and business skills. So here's a couple of things that are tried and true that I'm doing in my own clinic, and also something new that I'm doing for my clinic this year. So I'm going to share with you these are the three things that I'm doing, and then I'm going to expound on it a little bit more. I'm creating informational content to share with people. I am using social media platforms where I know my people are hanging out. And then I'm running free workshops. So what do I mean by content, like free informational content? For me, it's getting on camera. It's getting on camera like this. I do this for my clinic as well. So I'm creating quite a bit of content, not only for Hand Therapy Secrets and for OTs running their businesses and things like that, but I'm doing this for my clinic as well. I pick 4 topics. Well, actually, sorry. I pick one topic and then I break it down into 4 major like subtopics. So I'll give you an example. In my clinic, I am seeing a lot of people with like hand and numbness types of issues, and so I created like 1 month I created all on nerve types of issues. I created a video on carpal tunnel, cubital tunnel, radial tunnel, and thoracic outlet, something like that. So I created 4 videos, and basically the information is to help people really understand what's going on within their body, right? From an occupational therapist, certified hand therapist perspective. I don't care what kind of OT you are, you can do the same thing. What happens is a lot of people, if you're just sharing exercises and things like that, it just looks like everyone else's. Lots of massage therapists, chiros, physical therapists, other people, yoga experts, sometimes they're all talking about the same things, and they're talking about it from their perspective, right? But when someone is looking, they're not always looking for an occupational therapist. They're just looking for information that helps them decide what they can do, like what's going on. So a lot of my patients come in, they're like, I don't understand what is happening here. And so my content, like my information, is just to help them think about like, what the potential problem is. I'm not giving them personalized medical advice or anything like that. I'm just sharing with them like, hey, this is what usually happens when I have someone who comes into my clinic and they have numbness in these 3 fingers. And then, I kind of take them through the process of like what it could be, and then I share a tip or something like that about what they can do, right? And then I usually just encourage them, hey, like look for a healthcare professional in your area. If you're in Miami, this is how you can find me. But this type of informational content can help people make decisions about whether who to go to, what could be wrong, and potentially make a decision. Now, remember, when you're putting out content, it's not content for today. It could be for tomorrow, the next day, weeks from now. What's been really interesting as I've been becoming more and more consistent with the videos that I'm putting out on YouTube is that I'm getting a lot of questions now. I'm getting a lot of people giving me comments and stuff like that. And so that also helps me to think about, oh, this is what these people are thinking about. I already have a certain understanding of why people tend to wait for these particular types of problems, especially numbness. It doesn't hurt, right? But you can, as an occupational therapist, whatever specialty you've decided to dive into, even if you're a hand therapist, you have your own perspective. You're not doing anything exactly like me. And believe it or not, there's just not enough of us sharing what we know and sharing what we do. So, hey, get out there and share some of the information that you know, that you are providing for your patients that really work. Number 2 is using the social media platforms that my patients are hanging out on. you have to pick. I think one of it is like where are your patients hanging out on, and then two, what platforms do you like to use? Which ones kind of resonate with you? I cater to an older patient population, so my genre of people, I guess you can say, tend to be in their 40s, 50s, and 60s, right? Now, as a hand therapist, I get people from all age ranges. I mean, I have several teenagers right now that are very sports specific. I have people in their 20s and 30s. They're working, they're hustling, they're doing stuff. I have professionals, I have non-professionals, I have, like they come from everywhere. But the two social media platforms that I've decided to focus on is YouTube and Instagram. Those are my two main channels. Just because I also like it and I want to create something that has longevity. So those are my two platforms. Now, am I on Facebook? I am. Are the people who potentially my people on Facebook? Yes, they are, right? So older people tend to be on Facebook, but a lot of them are also on Instagram. And I personally like Instagram. So, just pick your social media platforms where you think that your potential patients are hanging out on. I think one of my business students, she caters to a very unique or niche clientele of like rock climbers or certain types of athletes, right? And a lot of those people do hang out on Instagram, and then you have to think about where else do they hang out, right? Most people nowadays are hanging out on several different platforms, not just one. TikTok is a platform that I started playing around with, just like for shits and giggles. I was like, let me see what's happening. And I have gotten a lot of, good response on the hand therapy secret side, but on the hand therapy service, like hands-on therapy services, my clinic, I haven't seen like as big of an impact. Again, it has to do with how often you are creating content, right? And how much you're posting. So, but with TikTok, it's very specific. And I think that for like hand therapy types of stuff, unless I'm like really showcasing like certain exercise, like people aren't entertained by that. Like we're not entertained because we have hand pain. We're not entertained because, we lacerated a tendon or, our nerves are irritated, our fingers are numb. Like you can't see that. It's not entertaining. So I think that TikTok has a certain type of people who watch it. And they are looking to be entertained more than educated. So, I mean, sorry, don't get offended, you TikTok people. There is a lot of education on there. I think that the type of education is just a little bit different, and it tends to go really fast. Like, I mean, people love those life hacks and things like that. But I think when it comes to hand therapy, for me and the way I create content, I'm a little too serious. I think about it. Because I take this shit seriously, like this is your life. These are your tools. So I don't know. I'm playing around with it. I would encourage you to play around with the audiences and the platforms, see which one resonates with you, and then just don't be afraid to like quote unquote mess up or not do well. I created both my channels on TikTok at the same time, and one did well, one didn't. It just depends on the kind of content like people are looking to find. But then I found on YouTube where like my stuff lives on and it's providing some value, and then some videos don't provide any value and people are like, your video sucks. When people ask me why I wear like a few earrings, it's not because I'm mad. It's I have to restrain from receiving all information, right? So that's like my filter. So I don't take things to heart. Like, you can tell me my video sucks. Tell me, please leave a comment about how my video sucks. Tell me why. Tell me what it is you need. And that was a game changer for me, because there was one video that a lot of people were telling me that the video sucked. And it was just because I was, I was explaining a certain amount, and then the tip was in the back end. But I created that video like 10 years ago. People are still telling me it sucks. Like, at some point, you have to be like, go after yourself, you know? But I started to say, what can I do to improve my videos? So not all information is bad information. It's just about how you decide to receive it. So find those social media platforms, get on there, do your thing, get more comfortable. I really sucked at first. Sometimes I think I still suck now. You can let me know in the comments if you would like, if this video helped you, if it's not helping you, what other information you need, because then this allows me to create more videos just like this for you. And if you want to be inside my email list and get more detailed business information, then my links are below as well. My last one that I'm doing to help market my clinic against everyone else in town, and I live in a big city, in a big town, and there's a ton of competition. And one of the things I've decided to do this year to help grow my clinic is to run free workshops. So I have already been doing it for the secret side, right? My programs, if I've done free master classes. I've done it for the business program, or talking about business, because I love talking about business. I've done it for manual therapy. I've done it for all sorts of things. It's just about giving some free information, building trust in your community, letting people know who you are, what you do, how you can help them, and eventually they'll make a decision and they'll be like, oh, I really like working with Huang. I think that she knows what she's talking about, and I'm gonna give her my time and resources, aka money. So I'm starting to run workshops here in my clinic. One thing that I will tell you is that I tried this probably like 8 years ago. I did it once and I had 2 people show up. And after that, I stopped. There was a lot of different reasons why I stopped. One wasn't because I thought it failed. I actually thought it went pretty well. I just didn't have any systems and processes in place, and I was at that time trying to do so much. And it didn't work, and I decided to put it on the back burner, not because I didn't think it worked, because I know tons of people do free workshops, and it helps to give back to their community, helps to educate people, and it does also help to bring the right kind of patients, the right kind of clients into your business. So it works. I'm just now starting to decide, okay, 2025 is going to be the year that I'm looking to put some more effort into my business, and one of the efforts is to run free workshops. I've been doing, going and traveling and teaching therapists, online teaching therapists. Why not teach the people in my community? I'm getting a lot more questions in my YouTube videos, especially as it pertains to a lot of those nerve types of injuries. And so I've decided, like, hey, I can do a lot more in my town, just as well as I can do globally. So let me bring it to my clinic. So we're starting to run free workshops. And if you want me to talk more about my process and what I'm doing, leave me a comment and let me know. Maybe I can make another video. All right. So if you're struggling to get more patients and the right kind of patients that come to your clinic, those are my 3 proven time and time again marketing strategies that I'm using to grow my own OT business. So I hope it helps to grow yours. It's totally possible. And if you need my help, all my links are below. All right. Until next time, thanks for watching, and hit subscribe and get some more videos like this. All right. Thanks. See you next time.